Black played. Bishop g4. Pause the video to figure out white's next move. Bishop c4 check. On e6. Black is planning to play bishop takes d1 and gain a significant edge. Queen takes g4 played by white. Knight takes g4. Bishop takes e6 check. Rook f7. Knight takes f7. Queen e8. Knight g5 check. King f8. Knight takes h7 check. King e7. Black wants to play queen takes h5 and secure a stronghold in the game. Bishop takes g4 played by white. Knight b4. Black's loss is confirmed. Let's go to the next game. Black played. On g5. Pause the video and try to predict white's next move. King e8. King f4. King takes d8. King takes e5. Knight takes b6. On g4. Knight c4 check. King d5. Knight e3 check. King e4. On b6. White is setting up to play knight takes g4 and establish a winning position. King takes e3 move preferred by black. On b7. King f3. On promotes to queen at b8. White is planning to play queen b3 check. King e4. Queen e6 check. King d3. Queen d5 check. King e2. Queen e4 check. King d2. Queen takes g4 and seize the initiative. On c4. White has a strong upper hand. Let's go to the next game. Black just played. On g6. Pause the video to analyze white's next move. Rook takes h7. Knight takes h7. Queen takes g6 check. King h8. Rook h1. Bishop takes g5 check. King d1. White intends to play rook takes h7 mate and secure a stronghold in the game. Rook f7 move preferred by black. Queen takes f7. Queen f5. Black is setting up to play queen takes f7 and secure a stronghold in the game. Queen takes f5 was chosen by white. On takes f5. Knight takes g5. King g7. Black is setting up to play knight takes g5 and increase their advantage significantly. Knight takes h7 played by white. On d6. Black is on the verge of defeat. Let's go to the next game. Black just played. On g6. Pause the video to figure out white's next move. Black is planning to play rook f7. Rook takes f7. Bishop takes f7. Rook h3. Rook d8. Knight f1. On h5. Queen e2. Queen takes a4 and establish a winning position. Knight e2 played by white. White is aiming to play knight takes f4 and take decisive advantage. Bishop takes e2 move preferred by black. Queen takes e2. Rook f7. Rook takes f7. On takes h5. Queen e6. Queen g5 check. King h3. White intends to play rook a7 check. King h8. Rook takes a8 check. Queen d8. Rook takes d8 check. King g7. Rook g8 mate and put immense pressure on the opponent. Queen g6 move preferred by black. Rook f6 check. King g7. Queen e7 check. King h6. On the 5. On h4. Rook takes g6 check. On takes g6. Black has no response. Let's go to the next game. White just played. Rook a3. Pause the video to find out black's response. Bishop takes e4. Bishop takes e4. Bishop takes f2. Rook f3. White is looking to play rook takes f4 and secure a strong hold in the game. Rook takes e4 was chosen by black. King takes f2. Rook b4. King e3. Rook takes b2. King d4. Rook b4 check. King e5. Rook c4. Black is setting up to play rook takes c5 check and dominate the board. King d6 played by white. King g6. Rook f8. King takes g5. Rook b8. White is struggling to keep up. Let's go to the next game. White just played King e1. Pause the video and try to find black's next move. Rook d8. Black considers playing Queen d2 mate and secure a strong hold in the game. Queen e2 move preferred by white. Queen takes b2. Queen c4. Queen c1 check. King f2. Queen d2 check. Queen e2. Queen c3. Black might go for rook d2. Queen takes d2. Queen takes d2 check and gain a significant edge. Rook d1 was chosen by white. On e3 check. King g2. White might go for rook takes d8 check and establish a winning position. Rook d2 played by black. Black intends to play rook takes e2 check and increase their advantage significantly. Rook takes d2 played by white. Pawn takes d2. Rook h1. Queen takes c2. Queen d1. Black has a strong upper hand. Let's go to the next game. Black just played Bishop d6. Pause the video to figure out white's next move. Queen h5. White is looking to play rook takes e8. Queen d8. Bishop e4. Queen h4 check. Queen takes h4. King g8. Queen takes h7 check. King f7. Bishop g6 mate and seize the initiative. Knight f6 was chosen by black. Black's idea is to play knight takes h5 and take decisive advantage. Bishop takes f6 played by white. Rook takes f6. Rook e8 check. Bishop f8. Black considers playing Queen f4. Rook f1. Rook h6. Queen takes h6. Queen takes h6 check and seize the initiative. Bishop f7 was chosen by white. White is looking to play rook takes f8 mate and gain a significant edge. Queen d6 played by black. Black is setting up to play rook h6. Queen takes h6. Pawn takes h6 and gain a significant edge. Queen e5 played by white. On h5. Black intends to play Queen takes e5. Rook takes e5. Rook takes f7 and secure a strong hold in the game. Queen takes d6 move preferred by white. Rook takes d6. Rook takes f8 check. King h7. Rook e1. On b5. Rook e8. White is preparing to play rook h8 mate and establish a winning position. On g6 move preferred by black. Rook takes c8. Rook takes c8. Rook takes c8. Pawn takes a4. Black is on the verge of defeat. Let's go to the next game. White played Queen e1. Pause the video to spot black's next move. Rook takes e4. Pawn takes e4. Knight takes g5. Bishop takes e3. Knight takes h3 check. King h2. White wants to play bishop takes h3 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Rook h8 move preferred by black. Black is preparing to play. Knight f4 check. King g1. Knight takes g2 and secure a strong hold in the game. Bishop f2 played by white. Queen g4. Black intends to play. Knight f4 check. Bishop h4. Queen takes g2 mate and take decisive advantage. Bishop h4 was chosen by white. White is preparing to play bishop takes h3 and dominate the board. Knight g5 played by black. King g1. Rook takes h4. Rook f2. Knight h3 check. King f1. Knight takes f2. Queen takes f2. King c7. Bishop f3. White is setting up to play bishop takes g4 and gain a significant edge. Queen f4 move preferred by black. Black's idea is to play bishop c5. On b4. Bishop b6. Queen g2. Rook h2. On a4. Rook takes g2 and secure a strong hold in the game. Bishop g2 played by white. Queen g5. Rook d1. Bishop c5. Rook d3. Queen c1 check. Queen e1. White's idea is to play queen takes c1 and dominate the board. Queen takes c2 played by black. Queen a5 check. Black has a decisive advantage. Let's go to the next game. Black made a move. King f8. Pause the video and try to predict white's next move. Black is setting up to play queen takes f2 and secure a strong hold in the game. Queen g3 played by white. White wants to play queen takes b8 check and gain a significant edge. Rook d8 move preferred by black. Rook takes b7. Queen d1. Rook takes h7. Queen d4. Queen takes g6. Rook d7. Queen takes f5 check. King e8. Queen takes d7 check. Queen takes d7. Rook takes d7. King takes d7. On g4. King e6. King g3. White is planning to play king f4. King d5. On g5. King c4. On g6. King d3. On g7. On e3. On takes e3 and secure a strong hold in the game. King e5 played by black. On g5. White is preparing to play king g4. King e6. King f4. King e7. King takes e4 and seized the initiative. King f5 was chosen by black. King h4. King e6. King h5. King d5. On g6. White wants to play on g7. King takes c5. On promotes to queen at g8 and take decisive advantage. King e6 played by black. King g5. White is planning to play king h6. On e3. On takes e3 and gain a significant edge. King d5 move preferred by black. On g7. King takes c5. On promotes to queen at g8. White is planning to play queen b3. King d6. King f6. King d7. Queen e6 check. King c7. Queen takes e4 and put immense pressure on the opponent. On e3 white is dominating the board. Let's go to the next game. Black made a move. Knight takes c to pause the video to analyze white's next move. Knight f3. Queen d7. Bishop takes h6. Knight takes a 1. Rook takes a 1. Pawn takes h6. On h3. On h5. Knight h4. White intends to play. Knight f5. King h8. Pawn takes g4 and dominate the board. King h8 played by black. Pawn takes g4. Queen takes g4. Knight f5. Queen takes g3. Pawn takes g3. On f6. On a4. Rook f d8. On the5. On c6. Bishop e6. Rook e8. Black intends to play rook takes e6 and secure a stronghold in the game. Bishop f7 was chosen by white. White is aiming to play bishop takes e8 and secure a stronghold in the game. Rook f8 move preferred by black. Black is aiming to play rook takes f7 and establish a winning position. Bishop b3 played by white. White considers playing knight takes d6 and increase their advantage significantly. Rook f d8 was chosen by black. Rook c1. White might go for pawn a6. Pawn b5. Rook takes c6 and establish a winning position. Rook a c8 was chosen by black. Bishop e6. White is aiming to play bishop takes c8 and take decisive advantage. Rook c7 played by black. King h2. White is looking to play king h3. Rook e8. Bishop b3. Rook b8. King h4. Pawn b6. Pawn takes b6. Rook takes b6. King takes h5 and establish a winning position. Rook e8 played by black. Black might go for rook takes e6 and take decisive advantage. Bishop b3 played by white. Rook b8. King h3. Pawn a6. King h4. White might go for king takes h5 and gain a significant edge. Rook d7 was chosen by black. Bishop e6. White considers playing bishop takes d7 and increase their advantage significantly. Rook d8 played by black. King takes h5. Rook e8. Black is aiming to play rook takes e6 and establish a winning position. Bishop f7 played by white. White is setting up to play bishop takes e8 and increase their advantage significantly. Rook f8 move preferred by black. Black is planning to play rook takes f7 and gain a significant edge. Bishop e6 move preferred by white. White wants to play knight takes d6 and dominate the board. Rook b8 move preferred by black. Black is setting up to play rook takes e6 and dominate the board. Bishop b3 move preferred by white. White might go for knight takes d6 and seize the initiative. Rook d8 was chosen by black. On g4. On d5. Pawn takes d5. Pawn takes d5. Rook c7. White's idea is to play king h6. Rook fe8. Rook takes h7 check and secure a stronghold in the game. Rook c8 move preferred by black. Black is setting up to play rook takes c7 and take decisive advantage. Rook takes b7 move preferred by white. Rook b8. Black is preparing to play rook takes b7 and take decisive advantage. Bishop takes d5 played by white. Rook f d8. Black's loss is confirmed. Let's go to the next game.